Okay, yesterday I gave two homework or assignment to you people. How many of you solved those two examples? I don't know. Okay, have you solved the two example, yesterday's two example? Today also I will not solve the problem. I will dictate the problem. You have to solve the problem. Okay. So you see the exercise number 5. The national income of a country at the beginning of 1961 was rupees 12,000 crores. 12,000 crores is the national income at the beginning of 1961. 1961. Then if it is increased, if it is estimated to increase at 1% every year there is a increase of 1%. 1% increase is there. Then what will be it? What will be it at the end of 1965? At the end of 1965. In the beginning of 1961, what is the national income? 12,000 crores is the national income. Beginning value, starting value is 12,000. You consider 12,000 is the principal value. You consider 12,000 is the principal value, and every year 1% increase is there. That is considered as rate of interest. Rate of interest. Okay. Then you calculate the period. They asked to calculate the income at the end of 1965. Instead of national income, you consider that you invested 12,000 in 1961 beginning. You invested 12,000 rupees in the beginning of 1961. And what is the value? What is the amount at the end of 1965? You calculate the answer for this. Okay. So beginning 1961, 12,000 you invested, 12,000 rupee invested, rate of interest is 1%. Then what is the amount at the end of 1965? End of 1965. Okay, so you solve this question with the help of principal. You consider principal as 12,000. Okay. Then next you consider rate. Rate is equal to 1. Rate is equal to 1%. Then third, period. Period is equal to, how many years are there? Anyone tell me? From 1961 beginning to 1965 end, how many years are there? You count and tell me. From the beginning of 1961 to end of 1965, how many years are there? If you are having doubts, you ask this question to your parents and discuss with your parents and tell me. Yes, come on, tell me what is the answer. 1/1/1961. 1st January 1961 to 31st December 1965. How many years? Huh? How many years, you tell me? I'll write here also. Beginning of 1961 means 1/1/1961. 1/1/1961 to 31st 12/1965. How many years? Is equal to how many years? One 1961 to 31st 12/1965. How many years? This simple question you are not able to answer. 1/1/1961 to 31st 12/1965. How many years I am asking?
5 years.
5 years. So it is very simple
5
one.
years.
Huh? This simple question you are taking so much trouble. Is equal to 5 years. Okay, 5 years. Then next, you calculate amount. Amount is equal to question mark. You apply the compound interest equation. You apply the compound interest equation and take the values and ascertain the answer. Answer is 12,610. Your answer is 12,610 nearly. You find the answer. Solve this problem. Compound interest equation, you apply and solve this. You take P value 12,000, R value 1, N value 5, amount you calculate, answer will be 12,610. And you see the next question. Question number 6. In this question, a machine costing rupees 5,000. Cost of the machine is 5,000. Reduced in value. Reduced in value at the end of 4 years. End of 4 years at a certain compound rate. Compound rate means diminishing balance method. Rate to rupees 4,000. Cost of machine is 5,000. Value of the machine is 4,000 at the end of 4 years. Then what will be the value at the end of 12 years? They asked the value at the end of 12 years. This question cannot be solved directly. This question cannot be solved directly. First, in the first step, you calculate the rate of depreciation. In the first step, you calculate the rate of depreciation with the help of cost of machine is 5,000. Then period is 4 years. N is 4 years. Value is 4,000. Value is 4,000. You calculate the rate. You calculate the rate. Calculate the rate of depreciation in the first step. And in the second step, you calculate the value at the end of 12 years. Value at the end of 12 years. You calculate value at the end of 12 years. How to calculate it? You see here. The first step. First step, P is equal to 5,000. n is equal to 4, then phi is equal to 4,000. Okay, this is the given information. Value at the end of 4 years is 4,000. In the first step, you calculate, take pre as 5,000, n as 4, value 4,000, and r is equal to question mark. R is equal to question mark. You solve this step. You solve this step, and your answer is in this step you will get answer 5.4. 5.42 you will get, and you will get 5.4 to answer nearly, I think, and you consider that as 5.4%. 5.4%. 5.4 is the answer for this step. And in the second step, you calculate the value at the end of 12 years. Value at the end of 12 years. So in the second step, P is equal to 5,000. You take P is equal to 5,000. Then N is equal to, they ask to calculate value at the end of 12 years. So you take N as 12. Then R is equal to, you take the answer from the first step. First step answer you take here, that is 5.4. 5.4. You take R. Then P is equal to question mark. You calculate the value. I think its answer is 2,563. 2,563 is the answer. You find it. In the first step, you take P 5,000, N 4, V 4,000, and calculate the R value. Calculate the R value, and R value will be 5.4%. Okay, after calculating the R value, then again in the second step, you calculate the value at the end of 12 years. Value at the end of 12 years in the second step. You take P 5,000, N 12 years, R 5.4. 5.4, this comes from the first step. First step answer you take in the second step. And then calculate phi value at the end of 12 years. That value at the end of 12 years is 2,563 nearly. Okay, this is the second problem you solve. 5 number question, 6 number question. Then question number 7. Is it screen visible or not? Screen is visible or not? You see the question number 7. In this question number 7, a sum of money double itself. A sum of money double itself means whatever amount you put, that will become double. 1 rupee will become 2 rupee, 2 rupee will become 4 rupee, like that. Any sum becomes double in 16 integer 2 by 3 years. 16 integer 2 by 3 years means 16.66 or 16.67. Okay. Then years at a certain rate percent of simple interest. It is as per simple interest, not as per compound interest. Okay. A sum of money double itself in 16.67 years at a certain rate of interest, simple interest, simple interest, simple interest. Okay. Then how long will it take to double itself? How long will it take to double itself? At the same rate of compound interest. Same rate of compound interest. Here also there are two questions. First question is certain rate of simple interest. Certain rate of simple interest is not given in the problem. Certain rate of simple interest is not given in the problem. And in the second question, how long will it take? How long will it take means period is not given. Okay. So in this case also, you solve this problem by two steps. You solve this problem by two steps. First step, you calculate the rate of simple interest. In the first step, you calculate the rate of simple interest. Rate of simple interest you calculate in the first step. And in the second step, you calculate the how long. How long means the period. You calculate the period in the second step. Okay, so a sum of money. A sum of money means consider principal as 100. If principal is 100, it will double. It will double means what is the amount? It will double means if you invest 100 rupee, that will become double means 200. Amount is 200. Okay, double means amount is 200. So if it amounts 200, interest is 100 rupee. Okay, first step. In the first step, you calculate the rate. Rate is not given. And in the second step, you calculate the period. I'll give you the hints and you apply that. In the first step, let principal be rupees 100. Principal be rupees 100. Therefore, amount is equal to 200. Double means 200. Amount is 200. Then period. Period is equal to 16 integer 2 by 3 means 16.67. 67. Then R. R is equal to question mark. You calculate the R. In this way, first step you complete. Take the principal 100 rupee. Take the principal 100 rupee. Amount will be 200. Amount will be 200. Period is 16.67 years. R is question mark. Then you calculate the interest. Interest is equal to 200 minus 100 is equal to 100. Interest is 100. You write the simple interest equation. Simple interest equation is PNR divided by 100. PNR divided by 100, you write the equation and calculate the rate of interest. You calculate the rate of interest. This is the first step. This is the first step. Okay. Second step. Second step, you take principal. Principal is equal to 100. Amount is equal to 200. R is equal to the answer of the first step. In the first step, whatever answer it comes, you take that R. First step answer. First step answer is the R. Then N is equal to question mark. You calculate N value. Here you apply the compound interest. In this step, you apply the compound interest equation, compound equation. And in the first step, you apply the simple interest. Simple interest equation you apply and ascertain the first step answer. And in the second step, you apply the compound interest equation. Okay. And you solve this problem. This is the hints for solution. In the first step, you calculate a rate of interest applying simple interest equation. In the second step, you apply the compound interest amount equation and calculate the N value. Calculate the N value. This is the way of solution you solve this problem. Problem number 5 is already completed, the 6, and this is the 7th problem. You solve these problems today, and if possible, I will upload the solution tomorrow. For all the questions, I upload the solution in the coming days. You try these problems, and if possible, I'll engage one class tomorrow, and I'll uh, tell you the schedule tomorrow itself. If I send the message regarding the tomorrow class, you attend the tomorrow class, otherwise no. You solve these problems from problem number 1 to 7. I explained all the 1 to 7 problem you solve by tomorrow.